Yes, so today I am going to talk about the RAID techniques. Okay, the first of all, what is the abbreviation of RAID? Okay, the RAID is nothing but it is a redundant array of independent disk. Okay, which is nothing but it is going to use a multiple of hard disk. Okay, that hard disk it is going to made up of with one logical disk. So that we are going to use the this RAID. So then like it is going to contain three types of or three levels of technique. Okay, that is first one is stripping, and second one is mirroring, and third one is parity technique. Okay, the stripping technique it is going to use to improve the performance of the storage, and mirroring or it is going to use to improve the data availability, and parity technique it is going to use to provide the data protection. So these three technique is very important technique in the RAID implementation. So like we will see one by one. Okay, what is see, this is what the desk see, this is what our stripped RAID set. Okay, see here we are going to talk about the two diagram. So our like yes, our stripping diagram, okay, it is going to contain two diagrams. Here like how it is going to use a stripping. The stripping is like I told, the stripping it is a technique of splitting and splitting and yeah, distribution of data across the multiple disk. See here, you look at this diagram. See here, we have n number of disk. Okay, it is going to consisting n number of data. Okay, that data it is going to distribute it equally across the disk. Means like multiple disk, it is going to split the whatever we are having the data in the equal amount of. Then like what is the main purpose of we are using the stripping means to use the disk in parallel. Means we have to use all the disk for simultaneous, means parallelly we have to execute all the data, and it can be a bitwise, or it should be a blockwise, or it may be a bytewise data we have to use in stripping. So a RAID data set, okay, it contains the group of a disk. So that is what the main functionality of the stripping. Then like the second diagram, you look at the second diagram. Okay, it's having the strip, yeah, means strip size as well as the strip width. So you look at this diagram. See, this is what the strip size, and like this will be strip width. So like how, yeah, our strip size, okay, it is going to, yeah, it is going to provide the maximum amount of data that can be accessed from the single disk. Okay, in what is the strip width, it is going to refers the number of strips in the stripe. So like yeah, our strip write does not protect the data. To protect the data, or it is going to like mirroring the means to protect the data. Okay, in at the parity level as well as the means mirroring technique. The advantage of the stripping means a number of disks is increases, like obviously the performance also increases. So this is what the stripping. So the second one is mirroring. Yes, see, this is what the mirroring. Yes, I told right, for mirroring, it is going to used to improve the data availability. Okay, so all the data it is going to return in two disks simultaneously. Hence, like the number of copies data it is going to stored in two disk. Okay, you look at this diagram. I'll show in. See, this is what the so this is what the mirroring strips are. Here, see the disk having the two types of data. Means the same data. Okay, it is going to copy two sets. See, like this side, right side of the one disk, and again left side of the one disk, so that like the backup will be more here. So then what is the advantage of mirroring here means like it should be reliable, and it is also provide and protect against the single disk failure. Okay, if one disk is failure, okay, it doesn't matter, means like we have the another backup to use it. So this is what the mirroring technique. then then what is the like parity? The parity, it is going to use to protect the data protection as well as the as well as the performance also. Okay, here if the disk is failure, okay, it is going to provide the additional storage, means additional information. You look at this diagram, here you will let to know that, see, this is what the, like we are having n number of disk, okay, initially. So if any one of the disk is failure, okay, while transferring the data or for taking transaction, so during that time it is going to provide the, see, these all are the additional, see, these all are the additional like a disk uh, to getting the backup. So this is what the parity technique. And our parity informations, okay, it can be stored in a spreaded or dedicated disk, okay, or it may be a distributed disk across the what is across the network, okay. So that it is very it is very easy to protect the data. Then our parity, it is a technique to ensure the protection of data without maintaining the duplicate data also. So this is what our parity technique. Then what is the comparison between the parity versus mirroring, okay. Then the parity requires 25% extra disk space to space, and the mirroring, it is going to require the 100% extra disk space, means which is nothing but here the mirroring is very important technique, okay, compared to these two techniques, means that is parity as well as the stripping technique. See, this is what our detailed RAID techniques. So the next one, okay, we will move on to the this one, RAID levels, okay. The RAID levels, see, this is what the RAID levels are. See, you look at this levels, okay. We have different types of levels. That is RAID 0 means RAID 1, RAID 3, RAID 4, and nested. Okay, then RAID 5 and RAID 6. Okay, these are all of the different levels of RAIDs. Here, we will see about the description of the RAID 0. Okay, the Hindi at the RAID 0 level, we are going to use for the stripped array with no fault tolerance. Again, RAID 1, okay, we are going to use for the disk monitoring, and RAID 3, okay, we are going to access the parallel array with the dedicated parity disk. And for RAID 4, okay, we are going to completely depend on the our stripped array of the disk as well as the dedicated parity disk. And RAID 5, okay, the stripped array with the independent disk as well as the distributed parity technique. Then this is also okay. And then RAID 6, okay, the same as the RAID 5, but here we are going to use for the dual distributed parity technique. Then nested means it is a combination of RAID level 0 as well as the RAID level 1, means it is going to contain the functionality of the RAID 0 as well as the RAID 1, okay, we call it as the nested RAID. So this is what our levels of different RAID methods or RAID levels. See, you look at this diagram. Mm, so this is what the RAID 0. The RAID 0, okay, I've told right, the RAID 0, it is based on the stripping technique, okay, and the stripping is used to improve the performance of storage device, okay, as well as it is going to splitting and distribution of the data across the multiple disk. See, because why it is going to splitting and distribute the data across the multiple sets, means, see, you look at this diagram, okay, why it means the RAID 0, okay, it is always used for the what is that stripping technique, okay. The before in that stripping technique I told, right, what is the stripping of how it is going, means it is going to distribute the simultaneously for all the data, all the data into the respective disk, so that RAID 0 totally depends on the stripping technique. Then like main purpose of we are using RAID 0 here, to use a disk in parallel. Okay, therefore it is going to utilize the full storage capacity of the storage devices. We can perform read operations. Okay, because to read the data, all the strips are combined together by the controller. So this is what our RAID 0 technique. Then what is the advantage of RAID 0 means? It is going to use in application that need high input output throughput. Okay, the throughput here nothing but, okay, it is efficiency of our IO operations. Then the number of disk will be increases, the performance also increases. A more data can be accessed simultaneously. These all are the advantage of our RAID 0, but disadvantages is does not provide data protection and data availability in the in the failure of the disk. So this is what our RAID 0. The next one, that will be RAID 1. Okay, I am going to explain in the next video.